Hi, this is George. So, this is a continuing project of what I call Swatchtober. It's kind of like Inktober, but I'm using wet medium to doodle over. I've been using my Karen Dash, which is what I have is the 15 color set. You apply it to your surface, and then with a paintbrush with water on, you can activate it. I also have been using my Winsor Newton Cotman. I use these because this is what I used when I first started painting way early. Now these are pans, but I started using tubes, and it's getting used to using pans, but I like it. So, as I said, this is an accumulation of 16 days. I once worked on a really large piece, and it took me over a year, but this is not going to take that long. So I am using my phone to record my videos, and sometimes my smartphone, which isn't that smart, thinks that my hand is more important than what I'm doing. So I apologize for that ahead of time. So up until now, I've laid either the Caran d'Ache or watercolor, and then I would apply any ink that I want and gold. So what I'm going to do in this video, show you a couple of ways to use ink. And I'm going to be using my Staedtler 8 pigment lighter. They come in 8 sizes, from really thin to really thick, like a brush or chisel nib. I like to use my number 1.0 for thick lines, and my .7 for medium, as well as the 0.5 is a medium. And for detailed work, I like to use my 0.3. So I'm going to use all 3 today. And let's get started. Now, if you know me, I have no idea what I'm going to do until I do it, because I like the spontaneity that you can achieve with doodling. It's kind of a free form expression. So here I'm going for an outline of my play zone. Now, as an aside, since I'm going to be using ink, which is black, I already did some of that here, but if you want to use a black, make sure that you incorporated in other parts of your doodle so that the black isn't just focused in on one area. I like to use a pencil because with pencil you can erase or otherwise alter your layout. So going in with my 0.5, which is a thinner point than my 1.0. And let's see. Now you can do lines like this. And call it a day. But you can also include a little bit of shadow. So I have some water over here for wetting my brush and for cleaning my brush as well. I'm going to incorporate a little bit of color . And I like the Settler fine liners because they don't bleed with I put my water medium on top of them. So I've added a little bit of color, and let's go in with the violet on this side. pour a little bit of water. And like watercolor, the neo colors will lift up some, but not a whole lot. It's a bit more resistant, I think, than normal watercolor. And like regular watercolor, there is a certain amount of downtime as you wait for it to dry. But I have a heat gun. I used to use a blow dryer, but this one here has a really low setting, and I will be back when So did I know I was going to do this today? No. But I wanted to show you that even though you may have an idea that you want to do, listen to your instinct or your inner voice, because it's there for a reason. And since the doodle surrounding it is a lot of muted colors like greens and blues and browns, I want to maintain that in this. So I'm going to go with another brush. This brush is smaller. It's a round brush number 2 from Princeton, and I'm going to use the Caran d'Ache again, but another technique to do it is on the crayon. You're probably thinking, George, what are you doing? Having fun. So a little bit of water goes a long way. Too long in this case. So if you have too much water, transfer it over. And if you still have too much water, dab it away with a small paper towel. Good. Oh, it's going in and repeat. That's okay. And again, with a little bit of water. And I like the blue, but I want to change it up with a yellow ochre, which is kind of like the brown, but a lot lighter. Because sometimes what you want to do is have a combination of hard edges like a square or a round edge. Didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. So you have a combination of soft edges and hard edges. Going back in and softening it up a bit. A bit more water because I want to see the blue. And a bit more water to spread out, because watercolor will naturally flow into a wet area, but if you also apply a little bit of wet to stop the flow going to the made water. A little bit more definition here. And let's go in with the yellow ochre and in here. Again, I want to put a little bit of water in the corner. Looking good. So this was using my ink on top of a painted area, and if you want to reverse the process, make sure you have a pen that is permanent ink and doesn't, because that means it won't bleed when it comes in contact with water. And you also want to have it be archival, because you don't want to have the pen line or the black fade over time. I use the Caran d'Ache, but you can use watercolor as well, or any medium that you have available to you. And if you don't have a hair dryer, let it dry by itself. So what do you think? It's simple, and I will probably add something like this in another part of the Doodle or Swatchtober, but not right now. So I thank you for visiting me and watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember to VOTE, because it's coming up soon. And remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.